Hello and welcome, beautiful sacred souls. Thank you for joining me here today. Welcome to any newcomers and welcome back to anyone that has already been with me. So you guys, I'm just going to get right into it today. The first thing that I heard when I sat down to prepare for your reading, and I get channeled messages and things sometimes ahead of time with the theme. And, I'm seeing, an angel up in the sky. That's amazing. Thank you, Spirit. What I heard is, you have defeated the devil. You have defeated the devil. And then I was given the vision of the black jaguar, which the black jaguar is my underworld power animal. So it will lead through the darkness. It's able to move through the darkness with ease. And then I was shown a squirrel at a feeder in a tree. These may seem random, but we're going to pull it all together. I was shown the color red. Then I was shown the pentagram, and I was guided to look it up online, and I did. And what it talks about with the pentagram is that I was told to go get mine and to wear it. And I have an amethyst inside of this one, which is, really a connection with other realms as well. Safety and astral travel and moving through the realms and all those things. But the pentagram was used in magical ceremonies, and it was used to ward off evil. Okay? And was very powerful during Egyptian times, and also a lot of people that practice occult, Wicca, those kind of things, use the pentagram. And a lot of times people used to associate it with negativity because they didn't understand it. But what its purpose is to ward off any kind of dark or negative. Oh my goodness, my throat is starting to go. It was fine before I came. What is going on? Any kind of dark or negative spirit. So with that first statement that I received, you have defeated the devil. You are moving into more of a positive thinking, of realizing that by defeating the devil, whatever that means to you, that idea that there is something that is beyond our control. But the devil is symbolic of what is within us that we reject or that we repeat, that are unhealthy behaviors, they can be addictions, anything like that, is to be considered the devil. So there is something that you have overcome. You have overcome something, some kind of habit, addiction, pattern. And addiction doesn't have to mean drugs or alcohol. It can. But it doesn't have to mean that. Addiction is anything that keeps you in an unhealthy state. So it can be even, overeating, scrolling too much through YouTube or social media, that kind of thing. It can be that, okay? It can be constantly asking the same question over and over again, sitting in a state of paralysis, procrastination, instead of taking action towards something. So, congratulations. Defeating the devil is not an easy task, I want to say, and I'm really proud of you for that. So 144, that's interesting. How I saw that, it just kind of flipped over, and it's at 4, and then it was 444. Wow. How did I see that, Spirit? That is a symbol as well. 144, of course, talks about our own oversoul, our soul family, to me, it speaks about the aspects of ourself that we are in contract with. Okay? So aspects of ourselves that mirror different things that we have to learn, lessons that we have to learn, those kind of things. Okay? And then I was showing the black jaguar. And with the black jaguar can lead you through that, that darkness, the difficulty, right? The black jaguar also has an attitude of kind of like a cat, it's like, whatever, if you don't like it, this is what I'm doing. I don't care what you think. This is what I'm doing. I'm having a nap right now, I'm going to go for a stroll. I don't want you to touch me right now, or hey, where are you? Now I'm ready, and that's kind of the attitude of the jaguar, that cat, an initiation as to, that feminine aspect, the dark feminine aspect of being able to know your own desires, being able to meet your needs. And everyone has feminine within them, so I'm not just talking about women, and I'm not talking about being when you hear the dark feminine, it has nothing to do with being, a bad person or anything like that, as we might consider. It has to do with being able to understand your own desires and needs. The dark feminine, we pushed all those things down inside of us because we were told that it was wrong for us to desire it. So it can be any of your needs, any desires that you may have, whether it be for pleasure, anything like that is really linked to that dark feminine. And I really feel like you have found the temple within yourself to be able to honor yourself. And this is not saying that you're never going to have any difficulty ever again. Wouldn't that be wonderful? What it is saying is that you are in awareness, more of an awareness, that you are not going to hold on to those old beliefs that what you want is wrong. Okay? It is about recognizing that the desires that you have, what you desire, is simply a desire. It is something that you wish to experience. And there's nothing wrong with having that experience. As long as you are experiencing something within yourself that is not hurting anyone else, you go ahead and experience whatever it is that you want to experience. That is your choice, your decision as a sovereign being. And this is something that you are more coming into, that you cannot control anybody else or expect anybody else to just blindly follow you or make the same choices that you make. But you have a right to make your own choice, and so do they. And that should not separate us. It should not separate us. It shouldn't say, well, you're not making the same choice as me, so you can't be around me. In understanding the necessity for each one of us to make our own choice, we become more of a magnet for our own soul family, our soul tribe, because then you are living through your own authenticity. And authenticity has been a really big theme, and it's going to continue to be a big theme throughout this entire year, and probably a couple of years to follow, as people begin to come on board with recognizing who they are at a soul level, at a heart level, what it is that they want, what it is that they desire. And those desires have been put aside for what we were told we had to be, the role that we had to play. And the only role that we have to play is by our own choice. And as we become an adult, we have the ability to be able to make those choices ourselves. So you are discovering more your own temple, okay, of who you are as an individual. And they also brought me that squirrel, which the squirrel, is always busy putting things away for future. Okay? That's what the squirrel is about. They prepare for the future so that they are comfortable within their future. And it feels like you were very focused on the material aspect of preparing for the future. And the truth that is coming to you right now is that in actual fact, in order for you to have a beautiful future, you must be in the present. You must figure out what your desires are in order to bring that to you. Because if we are not building our foundations now with what we want, we can't expect to all of a sudden be work, never involved in anything, putting away money for the future and having all this money, and then all of a sudden comes time for you to enjoy it. You don't have any friends or anybody around you because you haven't looked up from your work. You haven't looked up. You haven't really spent time doing the things that you enjoy, and then it comes to a point of, it's like, what do I want? What do I enjoy? Where am I? And some of you are even sitting in this energy right now where you're like, okay, I've had my head down and I've been working, going, and this is definitely for me as well, and just going, trying to build, what it is that I feel that I want, rather than, just enjoying the moment and allowing yourself to really, sit in that energy when it comes to you. And Spirit is really bringing the importance of that. Okay? You will also be having some new guides that are going to come in. I also feel that when you stop and begin to make the choices for yourself that fill your desires in the moment, in the present, and I'm not talking about addictive desires, because those addictions actually come from not fulfilling our desires. Okay? Because we are masking our desires, because we were told that what we want is wrong or not possible. Okay? Whatever that statement is for you that you were told. And when we come into the realization that we must live in the moment and bring that energy in, that is when things begin to flow to us with much more ease. Not that we won't ever have difficulty. Of course we're going to have difficulty. But when we let go of that worry of the not enough or not having enough for the future, we are brought that because we are sitting in that high vibration of joy. Okay? We're not sitting in lack. And as long as we are planning for the future, and really that is what our focus is really building that material future, as long as we are doing that, we are sitting in lack because we believe in the moment we don't have enough, and that is lack. And in the moment is where we manifest. We don't manifest in the future. We manifest for the future, but we manifest in the present. Okay? So you are being asked to really, really be present. And they said at the very beginning, you have defeated the devil. So that's amazing that you were able to do that and defeat that and be able to move out of that hamster wheel. And the divine wants you to know that they have seen the work that you have put in, and they want to give you a pat on the back. They also want you to know that it's okay for you to be happy in the present. It's okay for you to enjoy your life. You're not letting anyone else down. Like it almost feels like you have been working, for somebody else. And it's like, well, I have to do this for them because how will they survive? And what Spirit is saying is that when you are present in the moment and you enjoy your life, you spend quality time with yourself, that attracts quality time with others, these other things will manifest within your life with a greater ease. Okay? So I think that is where I'm going to leave it. They're also saying that remember that David defeated Goliath. Everyone has a strength and everyone has a weakness. So you're being asked to really pull on your strength at this time and to bring that energy in, because you are attracting the energy that you are putting out. So really sit in that joy, that enjoyment of the present, whatever that is, and in gratitude for what it is that you have. Hello and welcome, beautiful soul family. I just finished a reading, and if you haven't seen it from yesterday, it was very much talking about, well, the phrase that they give me was, you have defeated the devil. And it was very much talking about being in the present moment and how you receive in the present, and really letting go of those old habits of thinking that we really have to plan for our future when we really have to be present. Because as long as we continue to try to plan constantly and consistently, and that's all we think about, we are never in a state of being able to attract that energy that we want for our future. So fascinatingly enough, I asked for some cards when I got done with that reading, and to move into my next reading here. The dog decides to bark incessantly, but the cards that they give to me was Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn is a very grounded energy. They're very detailed. They, like to focus on, the material aspects of the earth. Okay, they're very, very grounded. And this card says you embody the essence of hard work and responsibility that propels you towards your goals. But remember that rest and relaxation is important too, which is exactly what I was talking about, how we have to be present to manifest. We have to take action towards things, but we have to be present, okay, to feel it, to draw it in. The next card they give me was the Sun. And the Sun says, you radiate with inner light, confidence, and authenticity. Just as the sun lights up the sky, your presence brightens the lives of those around you. So this is as well, I should probably go on this side, but this as well, like I talked about, that bringing in the light. And then, last but not least, they give me Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. And it's all about inspiration and moving. Your spirit is driven by an insatiable curiosity and adventure. But remember the value of grounding yourself in the present moment. Okay? And that is exactly what my reading was talking about, my last reading that I did. About, yes, take care of the details. Yes, bring in the light, be present, enjoy, right? Always remember to ground your energy in. So, to me, those cards say a lot. They basically are reiterating everything that I was brought within my reading yesterday, that I did my channel reading that they brought to me. So it seems like they don't want to move any further with this energy, that they just want to kind of reiterate the energy. And in fact, I might just tack this one on. I might just tack this one on to the end of the other reading, and really cut the energies towards this to be able to move forward. So I really do feel like this is, really confirmation of what I was talking about within that channel reading, you guys. Okay, So I think that's probably what I'll do, and I'm just going to cut it off here. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your likes, shares, subscribes, your comments. They all help my channel to be able to grow and to call in our soul family when we do connect. When you subscribe, your energy is more present, and I'm able to give you more readings that resonate with your energy because I tap into the collective of my soul family. Okay? All right, everyone. Have a beautiful day. And just remember to let love be your guide.